Yeah, the map shows a little ways up yet before I'm allowed to turn around. Then we go back the way we came, get a different view. Okay guys, so we just finished up with our appointment at the Canadian Embassy. So we basically just dropped off our passports with the pictures and all the documents needed to renew it. Jennifer paid for 10 years and it was 250 some dollars Canadian. 260 Canadian, say,
each
for 10 years, and then they ship it to Canada. And she said within 20 business days you get it back, so they must be sending it priority post or whatever, like fast mail, not snail mail. So they send it to Canada and then they send it back to the consulate in Cancun, and then the Cancun Canadian consulate mails it to you wherever you are in Mexico with a proper mailing address. So it was really painless once we got there. We were 10 minutes late, as I had said in the previous video, but it was no big deal. So they have underground parking there. You go in, you got to give them your ID. They give you a little pass. You go in, second floor, the consulate. He parks you right across from the elevator to where you want to go. And you go up to the second floor, and then there's security that doesn't let you in until you show your ID and verifies you have an appointment. And then he checks all your belongings that you go in with. And if you have a phone, camera, or anything, it's got to go in a little lockbox. And then once you do that, then just like the airport, you put your bag in a bin and they go through all your stuff after you walk through the metal detector. And then that's it. And you just stand at a little kiosk window. The lady comes out. She's all enclosed with glass, security, tiny little slot to put your documents in. And that's it. We were in and out of there really it didn't take any longer than 15 minutes, I don't think. It took longer to go through the security than it did to deal with the lady taking all of our documentation for the passport, so it was rather short and sweet, other than the drive to get there.
So I did everything before I got there. I'm very good at following instructions and rooting out information online. I had nowhere to start, so I just started with a Google search. How do I renew my passport abroad? I think my Canadian passport abroad, I think, is what I put in there. And it spit me out the Canadian website for such matters. And on the Canadian website it says renew your passport, so you just kind of click on buttons until you get what you want. So I clicked on the button that said renew abroad, and then you pick your country that you're living in, and then it tells you all the documentation you need and the process that you have to do. So there's a form that you print out, simple 2-page form. It's PDF fillable. So it's a simplified form. So when you're on that Canadian website, you'll go through a bunch of questions to find out if you're eligible to renew it abroad. So basically, I don't remember everything, I'm sorry, but I don't think it matters if it's expired by a certain amount of time. But I don't know what that time limit is. But you have to be in possession of your old passport, that is for sure. And you're not changing any data such as your name. or marital status, anything like that. So the information stays exactly the same, like a simple renewal, but
Yeah.
but you're doing it in Mexico instead. So and that would be the same in Canada. Like you couldn't do it online if any of those changes were occurring, basically. So we were eligible, and I filled out the form, and there's instructions on how you can pay. So from the Government of Canada website, I signed up for online pay services, I think is what they call it, on the Government of Canada website, and I was able to pay with my Visa Debit, because I think you have to pay by credit card. If you can pay direct debit, then it's not with my bank, so probably certain banks only. So but my Visa Debit was fine. So you have to know, the website tells you how much it is for a renewal, so you have to figure that out. But you know what? If you have troubles with any or all of that, you can probably phone the number. You can call the Consulate, or you can call the Government of Canada and get help filling out this information if you're unsure, if you can't make your way through a website and instructions and stuff. But yeah, I had no problem. So besides, we need to bring our old passports. They take them, they don't give them back. Proof of payment, so once I made the payment, I printed it off. The simplified version, all you need is references. Like, you don't need anybody to sign your pictures or anything like that. You just need 2 references. Ours happen to be Canadian references. I felt that was better, but they have to know you for 2 years. And then we needed passport pictures, and they've got all kinds of specs. So the Consulate agency website gave some recommendations of photographers, and I didn't go exactly to the one that they referred to, like the exact location, but the same name, like the same, and a different branch of the same photographer, and they had no issue with those. But the photographer has to stamp the back, just like they would in Canada, and it can't be a sticker. They can either write on the back or stamp the back, but they can't put a sticker on the back. So yeah, proof of payment, old passports, renewal application form, and passport photos, and that's it.
Yeah, it was really pretty straightforward. Like Jennifer said, it's got all the information off the Government of Canada website, how to do it. And now it's the waiting game, and we're without a passport, and Jennifer leaves for Vegas in a month. So hopefully
she was confident I would get it.
Yeah, she said 20 days is max. Like she said
it's usually sooner. She goes, if you haven't had any complications, like you've never lost a passport or had one stolen, etc., which we haven't. So she said maximum would be 20 days.
Yeah.
So
20 business days.
20 business days, yes. So I'm like, okay, 20 business days is like the max, because we've got exactly 4 weeks in August, so that's exactly what I have. So she was fine. She's like, yeah, it'll be fine. She goes, that's the max usually, or it could be sooner, she said. If she wasn't worried about it, I'm not going to be worried about it. Because of course you can pay for expedited services, I'm sure. Or I could have her hold it there and I'll come back and pick it up. But if she wasn't worried about it, I don't think there's any reason for me to be worried about it.
So now we're just driving to a dentist appointment. Jennifer made an appointment here in Cancun. Recommendation from our dear friend Edgar. He cleans dental equipment in Mexico here for a living, and he used to work out of Cancun a fair bit. Well, he lived here, so he recommended some place to go to get your dental work done. Apparently it's supposed to be a little bit cheaper here in Cancun than in Merida. Okay, back on track, guys. So we just come back from Jennifer's dentist appointment, got the car washed for 100 pesos by a nice elderly gentleman. Now we're gonna head back to the room, grab some towels, hopefully, and then lounge around in the pool, I think, and then at our resort for the rest of the day and just take it easy, guys. And then tomorrow we're gonna head out to the beach and hopefully go live, which you'll have already seen because this will be uploaded after the live, obviously.
I'll try to go live.
Try to go live, yeah.
Depends on data.
Depends on the data, that's right. Had to go around that motorcycle there. He is busy playing on his phone.
Red light.
Red light. And am I in it? No, it don't matter. I might be in a turning lane, but no, I'm not. So the ocean is to the right of us here, guys. Look at this massive hotel they're building here. Wow. Now we can get the car washed in Merida when we go for our groceries, when we go to the little market there downtown for 80 pesos. So it was 20 pesos more, but we're still kind of in the touristy area here, so might be able to get it for 80 pesos in a residential area. We gotta go get the other lane here, so I might as well get over there now. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll wait.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Yeah, glad I didn't stay in that lane. Vehicles parked.
Turn right, then slight right. Slight right.
Slight right, but it's actually a left. I don't know why it says slight right. Okay, no parking under the tree this time. We can't anyway. That car is full of bird shit when we parked there yesterday. That's why we had to give the car a bath. Over here and park. Back in. Oh, lots of parking though. Bill number 5. I don't know what bill are we in.
8. So beside 9.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense, eh? Right by the tree.
Yeah.
Can't see it. Oh, I messed up my mirror big time. Alright guys, we're gonna sign out. Have yourself a blessed day. Adios, mis amigos. God bless everybody out there. Peace on earth.